Fam, this Mind the Mic podcast is proudly brought to you by Manscaped. Before we get into this episode, I want to give you the opportunity to check out manscaped.com and use our promo code Mind the Mic. That's one word, Mind the Mic, for 20% off plus free shipping across the entire website. That's it. Manscaped.com, code Mind the Mic for 20% off plus free shipping across everything on the website, where you can get cool things just like this. The Lawnmower 5.0. Look, it's even got a light, and you can trim up all them unnecessary hairs, get rid of them. It's actually made for the downstairs, but you can use it for both if you want. They also have beard trimmers, especially for the beard. But this one here is actually made for the downstairs. So get amongst it, get rid of all them loose hairs hanging around down there. And once you've done that, make sure you clean up that nose too. So we got the Weed Whacker 2.0 for the nose. The Weed Whacker 2.0 is for the nose and the ears. We all get annoyed by those hairs, don't we? And we got the crop soother. So once you finish that undercarriage, come get some of this crop soother in your life. What's crop soother? It's an aftershave for the down there. But I've done it. I've tried it. And it doesn't sting like your dad's aftershave. So you're good to go. And if you want to keep it smelling nice, we got the crop preserver. Deodorant for the balls. That's anti-chafing. Not to mention these are waterproof, fam. So if you're like, yeah, but I like those manual ones because I can use them in the shower. Well, never fear. Manscaped is here. Go hard in the shower. It's waterproof, fam. Good present for your dad, for your brother, your boyfriend, your husband. Well, brothers, treat yourself. Go get you some Manscaped in your life. Use promo code Mind the Mic for 20% off plus free shipping across everything on the website. Enjoy the episode. Make sure you subscribe and get some Manscaped in your life. Mind the Mic.
We're here.
Hey, welcome back to another Mind the Mic podcast. I'm your host, Shubz. Here with a special guest that took about 40 years to get started, but we're here. A few false starts, but we're on. Whānau, the bro, KJ Taumata. He's an actor, he's a father, he's a coach, and I'm sure many other things that we'll learn on this journey. Tēnā koe, Kazi, how are you?
No, good, bro. Sorry it's taken so long, but like I said, we're here. We had a bit of
Nah.
excuse before.
But that's the joys of doing it on the internet, eh, brother? You know, okay, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And then also, you know, if you're working sometimes with dinosaurs, you can.
Yeah.
You can.
The worst thing is, I thought I was on at 6, so I made me a margarita, and I was sitting there and I was sipping it.
You the margaritas?
Yeah, I was on the margarita, and then I was like 6, 6:15, and I was like checking. I was like, "Fuck, whatever, mate." And then anyway, I was buzzing before, and I've come down, so I had to have a coffee.
Oh, you should have had another margarita. You the margarita. Are those your go-to drinks, Kazi?
I ran out. So
okay.
It's just one thing after another, but it's all good. We're here, and that's the main thing, right?
What do you enjoy? Is a margarita your drink though? Is that your go-to?
Just anything with tequila in it, I guess.
Oh, kia ora. Yeah, the tequila sunrise. I see. All right then, brother. For anybody that doesn't know you, Kazi, can you give us a quick synopsis on yourself?
Yeah. So my name is Kevin James Taumata, Te Hemanawa Taumata. I guess ko Kauranaki, Te Maunga, ko Naruroro, Te Awa, ko Takitimu Te Waka, ko Ngāti Toa Harapaki Te Hapu, ko Ngāti Kānunu Te Iwi, ko Hiparaki Te Marae. I was born in Hastings, in 1979, Hastings Hospital. I went to Mangatere and Clive there, and then my father got some work over in Aussie, just in the late, like mid-80s, and then going into the 90s. Yep. And then we all moved over here, over to Aussie. Grew up in Belmore.
Bulldogs.
Yeah, Bulldogs country is just a street away there. And then, we lived there for a fair while in Belmore. Grew up pretty much in Belmore. Went to Belmore South Public School. Then went to Ngawi High School. I lost my sister to a rare brain tumor, and I was like over 20 years ago now. And then Mum went about 10 years after. So now it's just my father and I, just together, stuck together. And then I started, like, before my sister passed, she got me into doing some extra work for a show called Heartbreak High. And so I started there, and then I actually, like my father said, I have to get a real job and all the rest of it. So I went and did some, just some other mahi, and then I come back and my agent called me and said, "Oh, I have something for you. It's called Fat Pizza." Had no idea what the show was. And then I just jumped on there, had a jam, and then found out quickly about the Fat Pizza universe. And then I went from Fat Pizza to Swift to Shift Couriers to Housos, Bogan Hunters, and all the Paulie Phoenix, creations. And I was fortunate to go around the world and see the world through the show. And now I just coach football at the Sharks, down the women's pathways and that sort of stuff. And it's probably a lot I've missed, but must be the
but we'll get into whatever we can along their journey, Cuzzy. So how old are you at the age? So born in Hastings, do you have many memories of that time in Hastings growing up?
Oh, a little bit. So it just. So I believe that's where my acting career started. So I was I was that one who always used to pretend I was sick and and always try and put on a show to show the peers that I was sick and just carry on and that sort of stuff like that. And I believe that's where it all started, And then but the memories, just growing up with the cousins and just a little bit, walking the railway tracks down the Whakatū and just little memories, vivid memories, but they're awesome.
Solid. So, and how old are you when you move?
I was like 9, 10 when we moved over to Aussie.
Oh, so you had a bit of a life back home then, a bit of a
life, a bit of a life there. So, but like all back and forward from Aussie too. So,
okay.
So, we'll travel over for months and then go back home, and then I didn't even really go back to school over there. I just dropped in and dropped out and that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah. Until what age did that stop?
I think it was about 11, 12. I think we stopped going back, and then then we pretty much just made a house over here in Belmore and just stuck here. Yeah.
So were you a Doggies fan, cuz like being there, or?
The first couple of years we moved over, I was, and then then I switched I actually just switched to the Roosters when Ewan McGann was playing there and all that.
Oh yes, yeah,
and that sort of stuff. So it was good.
The great Kiwi, see, okay, I get it. And are there still Roosters now?
Yeah, still Roosters now, bro. Still follow the Roosters. I get a couple of crap for it, but it's all good. I still like them. That's the main thing.
We've got more premierships than my boys, brother. That's for sure. Up the Waz, baby. Up the Waz.
I got a soft spot for the Waz, so.
Oh, that's good, Mike. Because I think if you're from home and you don't have at least a little soft spot for them, even if you go for another team, or there's also heaps of Transformers that used to go for them and decided not to anymore because they got off the roller coaster. But we don't need you. No.
I think I actually got a Waz hoodie in my wardrobe.
The Waz merch goes off. They sell the most merch, don't they?
Like the fans back home, the Waz fans are just they're at the gate. They're different levels. So
definitely. Because did you play a bit too growing up there in Belmore and there?
Yeah, played a bit. Just played a little bit for the local club, and then as I was growing up, I went over to Hurstville United. Played there, made a lot of good friends over there, and it was good growing up around there with those boys, and we all still keep in contact and that sort of stuff. They had a crack at St George and Belmore, but just didn't make it. So
what was the posse? What position?
I was in the front row, second row, anywhere in the forwards, and then as I got older, believe it or not, I actually played 5'8" a little bit, which was funny. Bit of Olsen Filipina,
Yeah, big Os. Hey, the big O.
Yeah.
Solid. Because did you play with some of the guns when you were coming through? Any guns that went on?
Just Gaznia. He was at Saints at
the time.
True. Yeah.
Was he the man even then when you were young?
He was still the man. Still had I was gonna say something, but I'll just keep it. No, but he was the man then. Like still growing up, like it was just awesome to see him like kind of developing and go through up to the top grade. So that was awesome.
Yeah, shout out to the Dragons, man. Shout out to Mark Esnia, one of the goat centers for sure, eh? Yeah. And comes from a hearty lineage too. He got the mean whakapapa in the game too, old Puff the Magic Dragon.
Yeah, no, he goes back deep, bro. So, no, but it was, it was good. Back in the days growing up here, and The only thing I regret is not going to school back home, and being a part of all the kapahakas and all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but well, I can't complain about the life I've had here.
Yeah, no, definitely, brother. And what would you say, thinking about that time in Belmore? Like, were you out and like running amok in the streets or anything like that, or did you have some of those
Oh
vibes, or
yeah,
nah?
no, well, yeah, I was a bit of a rat bag, I was
Yeah.
a bit of a spoiled once, so
Oh, true. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no, I was ran a bit of a muck through Belmore, the streets of Belmore,
Back in
So
the
back
day, you see?
in, the day, in those days, we lived pretty close to Canterbury Road. There's a few prostitutes and all that back then on the corners, and
Oh,
used
yeah,
to
yeah.
and all the rest of it, and
Go for a bit of a kai, eh?
oh, well, we were only young then, we were just young boys just running
Yeah.
amok through the streets, and back then we used to just sit at the bottle shop until our old drunk uncle walked out. And they'd say, "Oh, buy us a box of hunks," And then he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you give me one or two?" I said, "Yeah, we'll give you two." Back
Yeah.
then, we get drunk on like one beer,
Yeah.
Yeah, and just go out there and just run amok and just just bang on all the cars when we hear the all the
Just
night.
bored and nothing to do, eh? Cause
Yeah, just bored, nothing
just
to do, walk the
solid.
streets.
Yeah. Did you have any fun over here when you fellas came, or like in your upbringing in Belmore and that?
Yeah, so we had a bit of fun over here, and we spent most of our New Year's and that sort of stuff over there.
Yeah.
And that's catching up, and then we just everyone just gets a bit older and grows apart. So,
Yeah.
but now we all still catch up every now and again, so which is good.
Mm.
But most of my
Was
time
there
is
a
back.
big Māori community there when you moved? Cause like,
There wasn't really. Hey, there's more Greeks
yeah.
around Belmore when we were growing up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, was
and
there a
also,
lot of Maoris that moved to Bondi in the 80s too? I heard, or
yeah.
70s or
So
something.
Bondi was notorious for the Māoris back then,
Oh, okay.
and then as the years went on, then the Māoris kind of just dispersed out to the hills area and Penrith and all that sort of stuff. But we were in the west, we were Belmore and that sort of thing. So, but
Mm.
there was just like our whānaus who were just around the area, Campsie, Belmore, Lakemba, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
and we all just
Oh,
run
but
amok.
yeah, they run amok. But on that Bondi thing, so Bondi wasn't the Bondi today. It wasn't like that back in the 80s.
No, it wasn't. No, it was the nightlife was definitely different. The pubs and all
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. But I was just still a young buck back then, so I didn't really
True.
get to go
True that, eh?
to Bondi then. So.
Yeah. Did you have much like experiences down at the cross? Any good stories of the cross?
Also, when I was like 17, 18, I moved into the cross. So
Oh.
I just, and I was fortunate enough to move in there with one of the bros, and we used to do security for the building that we lived in, and it was only 4 hours, which paid for our rent and that sort of
Oh,
stuff.
sure.
Yeah, that was pretty good. So we had we finished at midnight, so we still had the night just to go out and. Yeah, there was a few. So we had the key for every single room, pretty much in the buildings. So, and I hope they don't hear. We used to, go out to the cross with the boys, and the boys used to come over all the rest of it, and used to run them back in the cross, and then come back. And we had the keys for the roof, so it was overlooking, the harbour and that sort of stuff, and then
Yeah.
all keys and all that stuff. So we had a good time in the cross.
Yeah, the cross.
We were only in there. We only lasted like maybe a year and a half because we ran out of money too. So
True.
again, like I was just fortunate just to fall in that sort of space, and
Yeah.
the cross was pumping back then. That's in there's big wars in the cross, and
Yeah. Oh, so you witnessed some of that stuff at the time?
oh yeah, just little people getting a hide in here and there, and walking down down some laneways and just see things you don't need to see.
Yeah. The last king of the cross was that accurate? Some of the stuff on there, like with the cross scenes for like that you experienced, or
Yeah, well, Yeah, most of it was pretty accurate. You know, there was a lot of bad people in the cross then. So I was only I was pretty young, so I had my blinkers on. I was just looking at it. Didn't really realize what was going on in the cross until you sort of saw that sort of stuff. So it was pretty out of it.
Yeah, solid. Cause then like, how long have you been into coaching in there? Were you coaching way back too, or?
I just so I coached like my nephew's team and just like the kids like my son and all that sort of thing growing up. I didn't really take it seriously, and then just a couple of years ago, one of the boys was like, "Oh, you should jump on with us at the Tigers and development and Laurie Daly and all that sort of stuff." And then I actually started to like it. And then I sort of jumped into the women's space, and because my daughter was coming through the ranks too, and then I jumped on with her side and all that sort of stuff. And that was actually like the girls are so much easier to coach because they actually listen and they're sponges.
Oh,
and
true.
Like the boys just want to be gangsters and try to show off in front of them, where the girls actually listen to what you say and. And if you raise your voice a little bit, then they like, oh shit, he's we really need to listen here, So coaching women and young women is like definitely so different than coaching the boys and young men. So, but I definitely enjoy it. Like, and then I was at the Tigers there for a while, and then I went over to the Sharks, and just making some inroads over there.
Do you coach like a Māori team as well? Or?
Oh yeah, so I coached KJ Taumata and in the Kōtaro tournament the last couple of years, along with Ben Ellis. He's another great coach over here. Lenny Wright, and that sort of stuff. And we put the girls together. We won it last year, fell short this year, and but that's taking a team over there to play in that tournament. It's huge.
Yeah, and how old are the girls in this tournament?
The girls, the 17s girls. And
so have any of them cracked it in, like from like your other years, or cracked it on to the NRLW?
They are not NRLW. I don't think they're old enough yet, but a few of them have cracked it into the Harvey Norman space at the moment. So there's
what's that one?
Harvey Norman.
What's the go there?
Oh, so Harvey Norman is like the reserve grade to NRLW.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But I think there's an age limit. I'm pretty sure there is, so they can't go into NRLW.
Oh, they have to be 18 or something for NRLW.
Yeah, so they've only just turned 17. A lot of the girls, and So and Benny Ellis, just a shout out to his daughter Waiaria Ellis. She was the youngest player ever to debut for the Waratahs this year. So it was awesome.
Oh, true. New South Wales Waratahs.
New South Wales Waratahs. He didn't look out of place either, bro. She was
sister Sarah Nakwama, she's in there.
Yeah.
She came on the potty, old Sarah.
I saw her name pop up, but just so lucky to have so many talented people, come out of New Zealand, and even if they were born here too, a lot of talented people.
Yeah, but the whole space for with the women's game was blowing up the way. Like, do you feel like that?
Yeah, no, 100%, bro. It's definitely blowing up. It's going to another level. Like a lot of money's coming into the women now, which is good. It was only I think it was like minimum 50K, and now it's jumped to 100K, and for good players, and just the cap's getting better, which is good.
Yeah,
bringing
and the eyeballs, like, they're selling out stadiums and stuff for these big games and stuff too.
Yeah, like they're
packing out stadiums,
the state of origin and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, packs it up too.
Yeah,
it's cool that they have a standalone and that people show up for it.
No, 100%, right, and that's
because if people don't buy the tickets, if people don't watch it on TV, then the money doesn't come. So it's good that people are, and I think it's cool. Do you think it's good that the way the NRL is building it, like not having everybody have a team yet and just building it? I know the Wars had a team, but COVID and all that stuff. The way that they're building the game, the women's game out, do you think they're doing a good job? Do you think they're?
I think they're definitely going the right direction. I think. I think maybe the Harvey Norman or maybe the NRLW is just maybe 1 or 2 years away, only because it's killed the club scene. Like a lot of those
true
year-olds gone into the Harvey Norman teams, which has left the club scene sort of
Dry.
Dry without numbers. Yeah, so maybe that way the grassroots needed to go another year or two, but it's definitely going in the right direction, bro. That's the main thing.
Yeah, definitely, brother. What's 3 things should change about the women's game? Like, if you could change anything, whether it's ball size, whatever. Like, any of the 3 things on the top of your head you'd change to make it better?
No, I think maybe the age. I think,
Okay.
yeah, if you can handle it, like I'm watching the girls who just turned 17, like absolutely tear it up, in the Harvey Norman, and if they're good enough, I think they should play up and all that
Yeah, why
sort of
not,
stuff.
eh?
Yeah, and I think the money, if they're good enough, maybe the cap needs to rise a little bit more. Third one, I think those two will be pretty good just to start off with,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I can't think of a third one, to be honest.
Must be the margarita from before.
Yeah, getting buses on that margarita coming.
Yeah, the margarita, my cousin. Onto the Coke Corres, eh? Onto the Coke Corres. Because yeah. So what's the go there? You at the Sharks now? How long are you there? Are you contracted for a while or?
Yeah, I'm just it goes year by year kind of thing. So
Okay,
yeah, so I'm just hoping. We just finished development on Monday, just gone. So we'll just find out at the end in a couple of months, I guess.
Then what happens after that? What do you do now? Like,
so we have a bit of a rest, and then we go into trials and all that sort of stuff for next season.
Yeah,
and we go into pre-season. I think it was October. Yeah, October pre-season, and then I think it kicks off February. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it's a long season. So it's it's good. There were a few girls that did Lisa Fiola, which was a 9-round season, and then they went straight to pre-season again for the Harvey Norman, and then to another season straight away. So it can be pretty taxing on some of those girls, but they're definitely really good and they can handle it. So that's why, yeah.
Are there a lot of, obviously, your Māori kids? Are there a lot of young Māori girls you can see that are like got a lot of potential to be guns?
Yeah, there's heaps. There's just different skill set, with all the Polynesian girls, Māori girls.
Definitely.
Yeah, just not scared to throw a pass, not scared to offload, put everything into the defense. Just a different kind of skill set, different mindset. Like a lot of the Polynesians are like, I'm just going to run over you. I don't care.
And they mind the hole there.
Yeah. And you're like, right, run out spaces, not faces. And then they go, okay, just run over the top of you. No, it is awesome, bro.
Yeah. Who were your sort of inspirations growing up in rugby league?
Yeah, again,
would have been one, maybe.
Yeah, McGann. There was a couple like Adrian Morley. He was another.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah. I still call it Morley set, which is just get up and smash people. Morley was another good one. There's so many. Monty Beetham. He was good. Trevor Gilmore.
Could rumble too, old months.
Yeah, rumble. Yeah, that's Ruben Wiki, just another one like out of Ken. Yeah, just too many, bro. I used to like watching all of them. Then when the new batch come through, like Sonny Bill and
But you would have even seen the game change because like in the 80s and there wasn't like it was pretty mayonnaise, cuz like the game, like there wasn't much polys in there, didn't there? And there's a few brown brothers, few indigenous brothers, but there wasn't much cuz, and it's like now it's like 60% nearly or something, eh? Crazy.
Yeah, no, so I think it's even more. I think the ratio is like nearly 70% now. So
true.
It's the rise of the Polynesian players filtering through, even like into Union. It's
crazy throughout the whole, like all the like top teams in the world have like a poly player in there somewhere or something, or a
If
Fijian
like
brother.
there was the you wouldn't know it was the Wallabies if they didn't have the gold jumper on.
Is that Mate Matonga? Hey, straight up, hey, you wouldn't, cuz, yeah. What about
Yeah.
that? Are you a Wallabies or nah?
Nah. Oh, that's what I
Nah.
wanted to put behind me was my All Blacks
Just
jumper.
just to make sure. just making sure, cuz. Because I had all, Cuzzy Wooly Bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had him on because he played all sevens for Aussie, eh?
Yeah,
And then I said
yeah,
to him, "So, cuz, are you Wallabies fan or you All Blacks?" He said, "Cut your toe wahai." He said, "Shut your mouth, you reckons?" Yeah.
Stop swearing at me, no.
Or just
Yeah,
checking because he did put it, but even he said he's like, when I got my jumper, I was grateful, I was proud
yeah,
to, I'll give my all for this jumper, but my heart
yeah.
is black. He
Right,
reckons.
right. Like I want to see someone just when the All Blacks are doing their haka, just and there's a Māori boy in that Aussie team, just to come out and break one out back at them.
Actual, yeah.
That would,
Yeah.
and then I'll be like, you know what? I like the Wallabies now.
Oh, that would be cool though,
Make
because like imagine if you seen Quay Cooper like just break off from the boys and just haka back to the boys there. That would have been stylish.
Oh,
Or whoever, any Māori brother, Jeremy Paul.
yeah. Yeah, Jeremy Paul back in the day, just to see that
He was a
would.
Ghanaian.
Oh, he was awesome.
He's been on the potty too, cuz of Jeremy Paul.
Yeah, no,
But
he was.
the man, get gun. And but even him, he was saying, because you know how we do ourselves with the water and that, cuz
Yeah.
he used to do that before every game, and for the Wallabies and put
Oh,
up
really?
brother, and I think I can't remember who was saying on the podcast, but one of the players, one of his teammates, used to say, "Well, why do you used to do that shit all the time?" He's like, "Oh, I was like, grounding myself back to my ancestors, like." So he was, even though he was a Wallaby and a proud Wallaby, he's always proud Māori first.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't even
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
He is.
nah.
He's
Yeah, he
like,
was the man, brother. Won the John Neal's medal, and now he can't even go to the award show. They don't want him to go. I like it because he's pretty outspoken too. I like that. I like
yeah.
that. The bro just speaks his mind.
I haven't actually heard from him in ages, eh? Like, he's just been kind of missing.
Yeah, we'll go watch the Mind the Mic podcast Jeremy Paul episode, cuzzy. There you go.
What number was that? I actually
Just type it in, brother. I don't know. Let's have a look, actually.
The other day, I went for a drive
Yeah.
to Aubrey, and I had 5
What
hours.
was that one, brother?
It was a 5-hour trip to Aubrey, and I was just listening to a few episodes on the way down.
Oh, who did you listen to, cuz?
I listened to a few people actually. So obviously my niece, Mel's.
Oh yes, yeah, Mel's. That's right. That's how we got connected, eh?
Yeah, no, it was awesome. And then I just I went through just a couple. Can't even remember the names now, but just a few recent ones as well. So
how does that work out? Mel's.
Yeah, now so I've been thinking about them too. So.
Yeah, you got them ready. You got them ready, brother. Yeah, my man. Got them ready. Okay, Jeremy Paul. Let's see which one was he. Just trying to find which number he was. Jeremy
It was 2.
Paul.
He was Booker.
Yeah, 96. No. I said episode 96. Episode 96. My
okay.
guys. Yeah. No. I know he was a hooker. And not those ones in Belmore that you used to visit either.
I know, like going back to now, like fuck, that sounds so bad, eh?
Yeah. Young buck, brother. It is what it is. Yeah, if people judge us on our past and who we become, like, especially when you're just a young fella, exploring the world, and as long as you're not hurting anybody, I don't think it's bad, brother. Yeah. Just experiences, cousin. It's in a way, it's made you who you are. You know what I mean? Like, you've learned from everything. Eh?
Exactly.
We are the sum total of all the things that we've experienced and how we've grown from it all. So if they're hating on you, it's okay, bubbles. Yeah, indeed, cuz acting though, cuz
you start your life off with 1,000 friends, and then as you get older, you can count them on your hands and your feet. Some will be.
And that's the real ones, cuz that's the real ones. The real ones are still around, and you can still count them on your hands and your feet. And if you can't, then never mind them anyway, cuz.
Yeah,
Andy. The acting things, like you said, you were extra in something. What was it?
Heartbreak High. So that's where it all kicked off. Was Heartbreak High. I think they rebooted it last year. So But
What
yeah,
was
no,
the premise of that show?
so it was just a bunch of rat bags in a high school, and outspoken people
Mm.
and all that sort of stuff. And I was just an extra on there. I started off really young, and then I was making some really good money back then, like nearly $1,000 a week.
Just being an extra.
Just being an extra in the '80s, and then
True. Oh,
year 9 and year 10, and I was like, you know what, I'm finishing after year 10, and I'm just going to be an extra.
yeah.
So I ended up being an extra for like 6 years, and then I think it was they come and saw me, and they're like, oh, you're getting too old to be an extra to be in year 12 and Heartbreak High now. You've been in school for like fucking too long. And I was like, oh shit. And then I had to go find a real job, but that's pretty much where my acting career kicked off, was there. And
what was that? And what was it again? What did you get into? What was the first actual acting gig?
it was so my first actual lead was what's it called? So it was a movie. I can't remember the name of it now. Anyway, it was a movie, and I was just a little part as a football player, because they changed the name of the movie, so now I can't remember the name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was something. Anyway, but so I had a really small part in the beginning, and then I went from there, and I went for the audition for Fat Pizza.
Yeah.
And then and then so Paul Fennick, the director, writer, and all the rest of it, he was the one who casted me, and then I didn't even know who he was. I had no idea about the show or what it was. And
How did you get or was it your management company that sent you this thing? Okay.
Yeah, so my agent at the time sent me for the audition. She goes, "Oh, I've got something for you." And at the time, I was doing like just a warehouse job. It was just didn't like it and all the rest of it. And then she called me and said, "Go for this audition." And then I went for that. And then I met a guy there called Andrew Osange, and we were going for the same part, which was didn't have a name. I was just a pizza delivery driver. And anyway, he just flew out from Melbourne. Up from Melbourne. I was from Wellington, and then so we started talking in the room and all this. And he sounded like a cool dude. Anyway, after the first audition, we went away. Come back a week later, and he was there, final auditions. And I was like, oh, this guy's trying to take it off me. So I just went over the top. I just remember it was pretty much, I think it was 2004 when the Bulldogs won the grand final.
Yeah.
It wasn't too long after that. I remember Sonny Bill just going, choo, and all the rest of it. Yeah. And I was carrying on like Sonny Bill. And then I was doing all the, choo, yeah, and all the rest, carrying on.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, I like you. And I was like, oh, sweet. And then, but you can't. They all say, I like you. But anyway, so first day filming, I roll up on set, and we're both there. And I'm like, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I'm playing the pizza chef. But anyway, yeah, we both got a part in the show, which was really good.
You're the voice.
Yeah, it was, still, really good friends. And
today?
Today. So.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, solid. Has the bro done any other acting in that too? Or?
Oh, not really. He's he's actually a theatre actor. So
true.
He grew up with one of the Cora brothers. I think it was Brad.
Oh, Brad. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think they did acting school together somewhere.
LAB.
Yeah. LAB.
Oh, there goes the phone. I think it's flat.
And we're back here on no.
And we're back here on the Mo podcast with Margarita Kev.
That's better. No.
There we go, guys. Back with this Coke Zero and zero battery. No, we got to cut out for 2.6 fam, but all goody. I can't remember what we were talking about exactly, but I do remember it being about the theatre actor brother. I think this was.
Yeah, Drew.
I guess we'll find out later. Yeah. So theatre actor. And yeah, true. Shout out to the brother. Hey, do you reckon he'll jump on the podcast or what?
Yeah, bro. Here we can.
Yeah, bro. Bring them all to me, Kazi. Let's bring them all. Haramai. Keenest. So obviously, Fat Pizza, Kazi. What was that like? Did you get recognized a lot of places? Because that was pretty popular back in the day.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, well, it was pretty big at the time, and when you're on screen, you get noticed a lot, and there's some crazy fans out there. I remember one time we were filming, and this fan come in, just wanted a photo with everyone, and then like one of the boys like, get lost, man, and he just like spat on it. They ran off, and I was like, what? But you know, we did a lot of stage shows, went around the country a few times.
Yeah.
Stage shows, and like honestly, my job was just to get on the stage and scull a beer against people, and that was my job.
Yeah. Oh, you're a pretty fast sculler, brother. At the old beers.
No, I wasn't at all. So I used to cheat a little bit. I used to chuck a few ice cubes in their schooners before we sculled.
Yeah. Wait, there's somebody out here right now. There's somebody out here right now, cuzzy. There's someone out there right now. There's someone out there right now that lost to you, cuz, and their mates bet them heaps of money that you're gonna beat them, and they're like, "You bastard!" Right?
There's a few. But it is what it is, you know. Like,
it is what it is. Fun times. What was the best place that you went to, cuz, or like got the best of all the places you went to? Got us a really good night or something on that little stage show.
There was a few. I mean, Perth was really good. We did the Belmore Casino.
Burswood,
we did. It was packed, and I think it was nearly at capacity. There was a few thousand people in there, and so I always started off my bit with haka, and I remember peeking through the blinds and seeing all the people, and I was like, "Holy fuck!"
Oh, true. Because had you not done that bigger crowd yet?
Yeah, no, it was like my first time, and then the curtains come open. And it was a big one. I put everything into that one, and then after that, then I had to scull. I had to do it, like, get people up for a sculling contest, and it got that bad that people were just bringing up jugs of beer, just giving them to me, and go skull, and then scull it on stage.
Did you get smacked up?
Yeah, just smashing it back. It would take me about 2 minutes to do it, but I'd get it down. But then I just lose everything in my head, like train of thought, like what part I'm up to, the thing, and I'm walking around, and everyone's looking at me going, "You got to do this bit next. You got to do this bit." And I was like, "Oh fuck, man. I'm smashed." Yeah, man. No, good times.
Good times, brother.
Yeah, good times, man.
Because what was your name on there, cuz?
Kev The Kiwi.
Kev The Kiwi. That's a Kev The Kiwi, brother.
So,
do people still know? Hey, shout out Kev The Kiwi when they see you today?
Yeah, a few people, they recognize me and that sort of stuff. But I get, like, a lot of people go, "Where the fuck do I know you from, bro?" Like, you know.
Oh, true, like that.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, like maybe the football or something like that, and then they'll walk away, then I'll come back and "You're that fucking dude from the TV show." Like, "Oh yeah." And then they're like, "Oh," and I'll go, "You don't recognize me because I don't have a long neck in my head, bro." And then they're like, "Ah."
Hey, I don't know. Obviously, you're from Nungari, or how does that work?
Yeah, so his partner from the other side of Warrell and that sort of stuff, and we're on the other side. Like, we're all related, but just from different parts of Warrell.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Wairua, yeah. Well, did you like they had a pretty bad like last year, or the year before, whatever it was?
Yeah, I think it was years ago. I think, yeah. No, I haven't, like, to be honest, I haven't even been back to Idle in a couple of years. So I was meant to go back in the last visit, but I didn't get time. But I just wanted to go through, and that's my father's side. So and all my mother's side are from the Bay Area. I obviously was in the Bay, but I mean Hawke's Bay.
Yeah. From the other Bay Area, because I'm from the Bay of Plenty.
Yes. So, I've got a massive family. Mum and dad had a lot of siblings, and
got a lot of how does it work with Mel's? Like, that's your niece. What's the guy there?
Yeah, so my mum's sister's her mum's mum. Yeah.
Nan. Yeah. Oh, okay, solid. Yeah. Oh, yes, actual.
Yeah. So no, Mel and I always been really, really close, and the younger siblings as well. So we're pretty tight.
Yeah, no, she's a cool sister. She's cool. She's awesome person. With the fat pizza, cuz, like, and traveling the whole country and drinking all the beers, do you got Do you got a goat beer in your opinion? Like out of all those beers that you scaled, what's the drop that you enjoyed the most?
I can't. So when I was growing up, we used to drink VB a lot.
Oh yeah,
But I can't handle
very
the
best.
smell of that. I can't.
True.
That was the beer we used to get old uncle to go buy us, you know, when we were young bucks. But can't even handle the smell of that now. But yeah, I used to scull that a lot in the shows. And you know, might give me gout there too.
Oh, you get the gout, cuz you get the gout.
Oh, let's get the
Where do you
gout.
get yours?
Everywhere. I was like knees, toe, fingers.
Oh, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Holy True, cuz. What is it? Describe gout to for people that don't get gout. Describe what it feels like.
It's like just say it was in your ankle. It's just like getting a sledgehammer to your ankle.
It's really what it feels like.
Yeah, you can't. But not getting hit by it. It's like the after pain after you've been hit by a sledgehammer.
Oh,
yeah, just that you can't even move it and that sort of stuff. But it's pretty painful.
And what happens if you do move it? Does it just hurt?
Oh, I just
I've seen the uncles walking around with it, limping around and shit. Holy.
Oh, I know a gout limp from anywhere, you know, from 20 meters.
And what sets it off for you? Do you know?
For me, it's the tomatoes. So it used to be yeast and beers and that sort of stuff. So I've jumped off that sort of stuff. But just tomatoes now. So and I like tomatoes. So
tomato sauce. Does that set it off?
Oh no! I hope not. I hope it's not tomato sauce.
Oh, hate the tomatoes. True, that's not set you off. Good old gout, eh? Hey. No good, because any other health issues going on, or just the gout?
Nah, just the gout, bro. Just the gout. It just sucks, bro. Can't even do anything. It is what it is. Got to try and change the lifestyle. You know, the eating or whatever. I don't even know what it is. Just got to stop eating tomatoes.
How many tamariki you got, brother?
Oh, I got 4 now. So I got 2 boys, 2 girls. 22, 19, 16, and 11. So
all the same mumsy, or?
Yeah, all the same mumsy. Yeah.
Well, where's the sis from?
Mumsy and I, we met at Australia's Wonderland, which is an old theme park that used to be here in Sydney.
Yeah.
Got torn down and all the rest of it, but I can't even remember what year it was now. But yeah, we were both in the area, and spotted her from across the room, and I took her for a ride on the Bush Beast, and got her telephone number. And gave her a call that night.
Yeah.
And I had all the boys in the room with me, and we were all on the phone. And what are you doing? All that sort of stuff. But
how old are you at this stage?
She was 13.
True.
Yeah.
And what are you now, brother?
I'm 40s, mid-40s.
True. 30 years.
Yeah. It's been a long time. So we went out for about a year. We broke up. And then we had about 6 years apart, but we always kept in contact. And then it was, I think she just turned 18 and I was already 20. And then we reconnected again. And then, the rest is history, yeah.
What's the flavor? What's old mumsy's flavor, brother?
It's Aussie, so It's European.
Oh, solid, cuz. No, that's me. That's me. And 4th tamariki,
Yes.
Might be koro now. Oh, hopefully not too soon, but who knows, eh?
Hopefully not too soon, but no, one day, definitely. This place is missing a baby, so I'm sure there's one in the works somewhere. But
solid. And your old man still lives with you?
Yeah, so my old man, he has the granny flat in the back there, and he does it's all self-contained, so he does his own thing, and we just see him every now and again when he's walking past the windows.
Shout out to Uncle, man. What's Uncle's name?
Sonny.
Sonny Taumata.
Yeah, Sonny Taumata. Yeah. So but he's still going strong. 78. So he's still going well. And shout out to Mrs. I was away a lot on tour and all that sort of stuff, so it was, I know it was a bit hard on her. bringing up the kids in there. I went on tour around the world. I was gone for like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And I
Where'd
left
you go,
and I went everywhere, bro. I was fortunate enough like to go to Thailand and Amsterdam and Paris and Berlin and all and
Did you go
Brazil.
to the ping pong show over there in Thailand?
Yeah, been to a couple of those ping pong shows. Right?
Yeah, holy Rick, of the things they can fit in their meows there, holy hell.
It's pretty
Oh, no.
record. Like shooting darts, balloons.
Oh, shooting, bro, out the gate, cuz.
Yeah. I was in the cage holding a balloon, and I was like, if this thing hits me, I'm gonna get some sort of STI. You know? They're pretty accurate, so I'll give it to them.
Yeah. Wait, even the old you seen the one that the old bird comes out of there? Holy Rick!
Oh,
Like a
nice.
bloody. I've seen beards come out of those things. Holy fuck! I know.
I've just seen the fish. Yeah, no, it's let's just say
What were you doing? Fat Pizza Show or Housos or what was it?
Yes, we did a world record pizza, and Paulie actually holds a record for the world's longest delivery. It was from Spain to Auckland, and had the pizza. Yeah, so
how does that work? So an actual pizza?
An actual pizza. Yeah. I think it was in dry ice.
How do you get that clearance? Oh, true. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was on dry ice or something like that. Yeah, and then
and so that's what you did.
Yeah, and that's what we did. But we actually just turned it into a bit of a mock-up show about it. And all the adventures that he took doing it and delivering the pizza and that sort of thing. So that was me. And then after Fat Pizza, then we went into the Swift and Shift Couriers. Pretty much played the same character, but I was in the loading dock. I was forklift driver. So. And that was actually a good one to film. Yeah, and then from there, I think we did Housos. Then we did a couple of seasons of that and a couple of movies. And then we did Bogan Hunters, which was a bit of an eye-opener. We went around Australia looking for the biggest bogan.
Yeah, and who was the biggest bogan?
I can't remember what his name is now. But he was from Tasmania, so... Yeah. Yeah.
What made him the biggest bogan, cuz? What made him the biggest bogan?
Just his lack of hygiene. Unbrushed teeth, lacquered teeth, maybe. Mullet. I think the different sorts of tattoos on him. I had to have a Ned Kelly and a Holden tattoo on him, or Ford tattoo on him somewhere. Yeah, just a lot of things. But it was actually really fun shooting that one too. So, we got to go around the country, all around the country. But like I said to a lot of the boys in there, like I was standing in front of the big Jesus in like Brazil, just thinking, what the hell am I doing here? Like just
Christ the Redeemer.
Yeah, I was just pretty lucky to go around to all these places and
pretty buzzy acres.
Oh, buzzy as so pretty thankful, grateful to go on those trips.
Yeah, and that's on, cuz. That's on. Yeah. A lot there, cuzzy. How did you were saying when you left for 5 weeks? What happened with Mumsy or the baby?
Oh yeah, I took off. Man, I think Brooklyn was just born. I don't know, maybe he was 1 or something, and then I left, and then I come back, and he walked up the thing. I missed his first steps. He walked up, he come out at the gate. Yeah. And he walked to me, and I just burst out crying. I was like, "Fuck, I missed those first steps."
Yeah, that's pretty stinky, especially when you even though you're doing all this cool stuff, like having your babies there, but they're still like the coolest stuff in the world. Seeing them achieve things.
Yeah, no, that was pretty tough. But like I said, when you're partying somewhere, and then she's like, "Oh, he's nearly walking." I'm like, "Oh, cool." Then you don't take any notice of it until you get home and you actually see it, and you're like, "Oh shit, I missed this first steps."
Too much. What does being a dad mean to you, brother?
Oh, everything, right? Just mainly at the moment, just being an Uber driver, just driving them everywhere. So I spent a lot of my life driving my kids to their games and to their trainings. I mean, my boys were training in just say Eaglevale, and then I had to take them to Penrith. It was like nearly an hour drive, and that was a Tuesday, Thursday night. Then I had to take Brooklyn to the city for union training, an hour and 10 minutes, and yeah, just but just being there for them. I think for me, just being just being there for them when they need me, and being that person to sort of push them in the right direction. I always tell them, like, I'm not gonna give you advice if I don't think it's gonna help you in any way. I'm not gonna lead you astray. So just what I'm trying to tell you, man.
Well, what do you think the biggest strength was from your parents that you learned?
So everything, like from mum, just being kind and opening the door to anyone, and I think dad was
Tātou,
just
tātou, eh?
yeah, and then what dad was just be wary and be hard still, yeah, old man was a hard man, He only just started softening up when there's when I had the girls, and you started seeing
I
them.
heard that mokos do it to people that are like, a lot of the old fellas that, old school fellas end up softening up when they get the mokos, and especially
Yeah,
when they get the girls. Yeah, girl moko.
definitely that, bro. Because like I said, he was a bit of an asshole. We clashed a lot. I think it's because we're both the same, but
Yeah. Imagine what his old man was probably like, or his uncles or whatever. Eh?
no,
When he was young.
100%. Yeah, I never got to know my grandparents and stuff. So
True.
yeah. So just not knowing how they grew up, my parents grew up, was a bit hard. I think I was just too young. I was just still a baby and stuff when they passed
It's
away.
a big reason why I do this too, cuz is like, one day your mokopuna can come here and listen to your kōrero, your journey, your inflictions, and how you lived life and how you seen the world, and even mine. My great grandchildren could, as long as these platforms exist, can come in and listen to my whole progression on this podcast, and you know what I mean. What would people give to hear their ancestors, or those that went before them, speak and talk about their journeys? It's pretty priceless, brother. So.
No,
Yeah,
priceless, bro. I've been
100.
fortunate enough to find a few VHSs of videos of mum and get them put onto a
Yeah,
beat
awesome.
stick, that sort of stuff, just to show the girls, and like the boys can kind of remember her, but the girls and that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's good. We have that.
Yeah. So, any projects coming out, Kazi, or are you still acting at all, or is that still in the works?
I kind of took a step back last year. Actually, I was just busy with real work, and just kind of it's hard to do the auditions all the time and go out there. Yeah, well, I've done a lot of commercials and that sort of stuff too. So I think 1 year, I think I was on nearly every second commercial. It was weird, for different products.
So how does it work? Just you still got an agent, and then they just let you know?
Yeah. So I just get sent auditions, and I just do online auditions, self-tests, or go into the studio and jump in there. So, but I've done quite a bit in the industry, which is good. I'm still waiting for Taika to hit me up, and
Wait, Kazi, Kazi, kōrero mai. Well, when I get him on the potty, Kazi, I'll get him to reach out, brother. I'll say, hey, Kas, kōrero mai to the brother, give a bit of a yarn to the Kazi Kev the margarita man. He makes good margarita, and knows how to use technology very well, Kas. See? No, I got you, Marcus.
I was actually sending him a message every single day for 2 weeks, just into his DMs. But he never ever saw it. I was gutted, so I stopped.
Hey, 2 weeks. Keep going, Kazi. Go again. Keep going. Let's go. Let's mission Taika. Let's do this, cuz. Straight up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get him on one day, and when I do, cuz, if you haven't talked to him, I'll get him to chuck you in one of his movies, cuz. Or we'll get him to, at least have a kōrero to you. Surely.
No, surely I can do
it. Chuck him in a Marvel movie, Pero taumata ni. No, solid, brother. And with the whole agent thing, Kazi, is there any like advice to people out there when trying to find one of those, or trying to Find
I
an
think
agent?
the agents I think for me, just if you're gonna start with that sort of stuff, just start and learn the ins and outs of what it's like being on set. Maybe just by extra work, and then just sort of build from there, and then the agent will come to you pretty much.
Oh, okay. So do the mahi first, and then they will attract the agent.
Yeah, but you can go straight to an agent, and they'll just put you in as an extra somewhere. Then you just learn your trade through there, and then when you're ready to do something bigger, then reach out to a bigger agent who does sort of bigger things instead of extra work.
Yeah,
that's pretty much how I started. So
yeah.
I was doing that extra work, and then another agent actually called me from on the side, and they said, "Oh, I can get you this if you come and jump on with our agency." And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I've been with this lady for a while." And then I asked her, I said, "Hey, do you have any big plans for me?" She goes, "Oh no, I think you're doing well in the extras world." And I was like, "Okay, see you later." I'm done.
Later, Bolt.
Yeah, so that was a bit of a bad ending with that one, but I told her what I was doing, so that was the main thing.
Yeah, no, Trans. It's up front, cuzzy, and you at least asked the question first. You didn't just gap her. You found out what she was, willing to do for you, and how she's seen your future, and didn't align with what was out there. So go get it, cuzzy. I think that was a smart move. Later, Bo. Because obviously you've heard the questions before. That's one usually asking for a piece of advice, but I got another piece of advice, because to any coaches out there, up and like that are training girls out there, any advice, or maybe boys, either one.
No, to be a coach, just be patient and work your way into the pathways of where you are. Just say if you're in Tigers territory, Bulldogs territory, just go for it and just work your way in there, and just keep upskilling yourself, and just keep believing. If you feel that nothing's going right for you, or like you're not getting a look in at the local club, go find somewhere. There's always heaps of places looking for coaches, So I think just being patient and just jumping on opportunities is a good one.
You solid. Give me since we're in the Olympic era, give me your bronze, silver, gold of women rugby league players all time.
Of wartime.
Yeah, KJ Taumata's podium of rugby league women players.
There's too many, but
give us 3, Cass. And it can't be in any order. It has to be silver, bronze, and gold. They have to get it.
Oh, far out. That's a hard one, bro, to be honest. But I think so I think Racy McGregor, she's an awesome player. She'll be on the the gold silver there somewhere.
Gold, silver.
Yeah, maybe gold.
Gold, all right. Gold,
I'll give it gold.
Mm.
Yeah. What else? Caitlin Johnson. I think
who's doing?
She's a front rower. I think she was at the Knights. I think she moved somewhere.
Oh yes. Yeah, I do know you talking about.
Yeah.
She silver, was it?
And then I think like a silver will go to. I'm just throwing names up now, but I think maybe someone like Emma Tonegado.
She's Gunny. Sharks used to be Dragons, eh?
Yeah. Still the Sharks. She's she can play anywhere. So
she played for Aussie and Sevens too, eh? Is that her?
I'm not too sure actually. Not too sure.
I think so. I got me wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's old Kev Taumata's podium for the ladies' game. I like it. That's subject to change, of course, because the game is ever growing, ever growing, ever flowing. So plenty more ladies to take those medals, but that's right now. Obviously, kai kas. You know the question. Every day you got to eat this meal every day. What kai do you choose?
I've thought about this one, Brian. It's like so. But when I had my son, and it was like 20 years ago, I had this place which made hot and spicy fried rice, and it's still in the same spot in Campbelltown. It still tastes exactly the same. And whenever I'm in the area or like fairly close, like a 2-minute drive, I'll go there, pull in, and go and grab it. Even if I eat it for,
What do you have
dinner.
with it? Like, is it chicken in there or
Yeah,
whatever?
chicken. Yeah, chicken. Yeah, chicken hot and spicy fried rice, and it's got prawns.
Wow.
Also, extra egg in there.
What's the spot called? Can we shout it out?
No, I don't even. To be honest, it's changed names
You
3
just know
times.
that but the rice is still the same.
The rice is still the same, and the same lady's been there for over 20 years.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
it.
about 22. Yeah, so yeah, she's been there.
What about directions? Cuz can you give us some directions, or now you're not going to give away the hot spot?
Oh no! So you go into the food court in Campbelltown Mall, and it's in the corner. She's the only Chinese place there. So
there you go. Get amongst
yeah,
the fam.
you get it cooked fresh. So
yeah, get it cooked fresh. All right then, brother. Every day. Superpowers, cuzzy. Which one you choosing and why?
Oh yeah, superpowers. That was a hard one, bro. I think healing. You know, so I can heal people if they're. I think that's obviously people going through losing people with cancer and that sort of stuff. If I can help heal them, I think that's a good superpower to have.
Definitely, brother. Beautiful. Selfless superpower too. That's all. I love it, brother. Beautiful
cheers,
one.
bro.
That one. No, Mickey. All right. Visualization, cuzzy. 10 years from now, what's life look like for the great KJ Taumata?
To be honest,
Kev The Kiwi.
I hope to be living back home. This is my dream in 10 years. Or back in Taupo or on the sunny coast in Noosa. I hope to be kicking back in one of those areas, and just myself and my wife, just being just us two, I guess, and just kicking back and just enjoying the rest of our lives. Just going out for breakfast and having nice lunches and all the rest of it, and just kicking back, right? Just looking back at the kids and just marveling on what they're doing.
Yeah, that's it, brother. Well, I look forward to seeing that happen, cuzzy. And as you know, cuzzy, time is the most valuable commodity we have as humans. The one thing we can never get back. We can always get back money, things, but time spent is time lost. So thank you for spending nearly 2 hours of your bloody time with me, and also an hour of your time with anybody that listens to this for years to come. We finally got there, cuzzy. Sorry for any part I may have played in it not working out, but here we are. We got it done. Few little technical difficulties, but I'm glad we got it done, cuzzy. And it was an honor, cuz, and I hope many people take many good stuff from this, cuzzy. And yeah, let's do this again. Maybe even some fried rice, cuzzy, when I get over there to Sydney, brother. I want to try that.
Hard. No, I'll definitely down for that one, bro. And thank you for having me on. It was awesome, bro. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for watching this full episode of Mind the Mic. It takes a lot of time, energy, and effort to create these episodes. So to know that you've watched and listened to the entire thing means the world to myself and all our hosts. If you could, before you leave, please hit the subscribe button and share this episode out to as many people as possible. It would help us so much. Thank you again to everybody that's still here, still watching. Thank you for all your comments, all your shares, all the DMs. Appreciate you all. Make sure you follow us on every platform. Have an awesome morning. Have an awesome night, depending on where you are in the world. Mind the mic out.
Oi, have you hit the link in bio yet?
Watch full episodes on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all streaming platforms.